Hey loves, I'm back with a quick Think Out Loud Thursday. Today is Thursday. Um Today's topic is basically about um motherhood or and fatherhood. Um I just wanted to elaborate on some things, as far as motherhood and fatherhood is concerned. Um And the main issue is um with both parties raising a child. Um I am, and what you all know, I have three girls and we're pregnant with a boy. Um I have been with my fiance for a little over a year now. Him and I have been together. And I'm 29. I'll be 30 in March. Shout out to my Pisces. But and he's 40. He is the oldest as far as, age-wise. He's the oldest I've been with, dated, or whatever maybe. I've always been told that I needed to date or needed to find an older man, and which I realize why now. Back then I didn't. But me, I'm a old soul kind of, sort of. You are, if you know what I mean. And he's lively. He's very lively. His personality, love his personality. He's very lively. He's spunky. He's outgoing, but he also is pretty much a homebody. As far as I know, he wasn't that way prior to me, but people change. When you meet when you meet your soulmate, they can change you in a lot of ways, because he's changed me in a lot of ways. And I've changed him in a lot of ways, in which he really didn't need much changing as far as I'm concerned, because he's a sweetheart. But he welcomed, basically with open arms, my three daughters that are not biologically his. Me personally, I don't know my biological father. My stepdad has been in my life forever. And I consider him my dad. And like you all know, I told y'all in another video, I have a sister and a brother. We're all in our 20s. And he basically took us in, basically the same thing that my fiance has done, with my three daughters, coincidentally. My daughters love him to pieces. I mean, love him to pieces. He's just so, basically it's just a blessing, a tremendous blessing. When I met him, I was not looking for anyone. I was done. Like, seriously done. I've never looked for anyone, but when I met him, I wasn't looking, and I was done. Like, I was done, period. I was like, you know what? It was meant for me to be in a relationship, happy, like a relationship is supposed to be. Then God will bring them to me. I'm done. It ain't about men. No. But, yeah, he came into my life, and ever since then, it's just been, of course, a relationship is not going to be peaches and cream. We all know that it's not going to be perfect. It's not a such thing as perfect here on earth. But I love him to death. I love him to death. And I respect him for being a father to my three daughters, because that's what he is. He's a father to them, and now he's expecting. Sorry, y'all, my phone's ringing again. I don't know where I left off at, but yeah, he's now expecting his first and only child. And him and I, we are a team. We are definitely a team at raising our daughters. Like I said, it just basically, it personally, and I know for a lot of women out there and men, it just irritates me to the core when you're not physically involved in your child's life. Like, it really does. It irritates me to the, but it's just, I frown upon that, because having a child is a precious thing, and no child asks to be brought into this world. No child. And hats off to you women and men out there that are doing this. Whether you're doing it by yourself, whether you went into a ready-made family and took responsibility, either or, hats off to you all, because especially those who go into a ready-made family, like, it takes a lot to do that. It takes a lot, and much respect to you all. And of course, to those who are doing it on their own, best believe God is going to see to it that everything works out, that it all works out. And me, like, I'm cool, I'm fine with my babies, my girls, especially my oldest two. My youngest, she doesn't know her father. Her father was in and out, here and there, and when she was young, and ever since then, nothing. And so she doesn't know who he is. She looks at my fiance as dad. That's who she knows. My oldest two, they know, because they were old enough to know, but they still look at him as their father. He interacts with them. He helps with homework. He goes to school functions, stuff like that. So, but I just wanted to put out there, like, don't feel like all because you have a child with someone or you have kids with someone, don't feel like it's in your place to force them to be a mother or a father. It's not your place to force them. That should be something that they want to do on their own. That should be something that's instilled with them, still within them. That's from the beginning. You want to be, that's from jump. When you find out you're getting ready to have a child come into this world, you have some people who can't cope. They go through that time period, but it's only a phase. It's not something that's lasting for months, and years upon years. No, that's not a phase. That's just you don't want to take responsibility. Bottom line. So, like, don't feel like that it's your place to force them to be a mother or a father or play a role in their child's life. It's not your place. Don't force anyone to do anything, regardless of what it is. It could not be pertaining to motherhood or fatherhood. Don't feel like you're obligated to force anybody to do anything, because if you have to force them, it's something that they truly and willingly do not want to do. They don't want to be involved. And me, I'm cool with, I'm not in the field or the profession of forcing. You shouldn't have to do that, especially when it comes to children, innocent children. You shouldn't have to do that. You should want to be involved. You should want to know what's going on in their minds. You should want to know how their day was at school, or how their weekend was at home, or what did they do outside of home, where did they go for the weekend. You should know favorite colors. You should know favorite cartoon characters. You should know all this. That's being involved. So don't feel like, oh, because you know, yes, it's out here that families need to stick together. Yes, they do need to stick together. That's the right thing to do. Co-parenting, hats off to those who are co-parenting and, being mature in the situation. Hats off to you all. But some people you cannot do that with, because they're more worried about your every move, what you're doing, more than they are the child. So you have to watch that. You have to watch that. You have to pay close attention to that. And know, all because you share a child with someone doesn't mean you're obligated to deal with bullshit. You're not. You're not. It's about the child. It's not about the parents. Yeah, it's about the child. It's not about the parents. And so many out here get that confused. You have the baby mamas that hold the child over the father's head because he dated somebody else, or vice versa. No. It's not about y'all. It's about the child. So yeah, if you have any thoughts or questions or anything surrounding this topic, motherhood, fatherhood, co-parenting, single, parenting, going into a ready-made family, please leave your thoughts down below. And I will see you all in the next video. I know there will not be a Think Out Loud Thursday for the next couple of weeks, because I am having our son next Wednesday. So yeah, but any thoughts, please leave them down below. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next